Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for the weekend of February 16th and 17th, 2013. I am Astrologer David Palmer, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, what a crazy week. I mean, look at this week that we have gone into this weekend with. So much Pisces energy, so much unpredictable stuff. Right? Finishing up of Aquarius here, you're going to get unpredictable stuff with all the Pisces energy from God or very spiritual stuff. I mean, number one, the Pope resigning this week. The crazy weird shootout with that random fool, whatever his name is. I don't even care because I don't even pay attention to this stuff, but it's good to show the astrology. The crazy meteor that hit us today, I mean, come on. Freaking the universe just dropped a bomb on us here. You don't ever see this. This is the energy we're in, everybody. Wow. Imaginative, flowy, we gotta go with the flow. Woo! So, we come into the weekend with some grounding. The moon's in Taurus this weekend for us to really find some footing. It's a lot like when you're swimming in the ocean and you can't find that piece of ground and you're like, oh, blah, 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 and then you're like, all right, let's step on the ground. Oh, I found it. All right, we're cool. Our emotions this weekend are so important because we understand the emotional, true connection that we want to connect with. We can really find some value in what we emotionally truly want to connect with. So it's about really valuing the path you want to take and the emotional desires, because Saturn goes retrograde on Monday. So this is the weekend where you emotionally wrap up and go, yep, this is exactly what's worth my emotional state pursuing on that path. This is what I'm going to work on. This is the connections and the desires I want. This is the bullshit I'm going to get out of my life. Like, I know it. I know it emotionally. I feel the value. I'm going to trust in spirit. This weekend it's about finding a way for not only the new path that you're going to take your emotional desires, but also finding that path on how it connects with how you're able to still release and go with the flow and let the universe take care of business. And the other thing is, this is also finding a way to change the rules in your life. This is changing the structure of your life. Like, I am just going to really rebuild my whole life here. I'm going to let go of all the old. I'm going to just completely rebuild anew. I'm ready to be more solid. I'm ready to be more responsible and pick a path and pick a life that's going to really be the best for myself. It's going to feel valuable, and it's what I really want deep on the inside. But this is also the weekend where we see the future. This is the last piece of the future we get. The last where everything just comes together and is figured out in this very epiphany way. It's where the universe just comes in and just gives us a lightning bolt, like, yes. But it's so funny because the sun and the moon are going to square each other as they move into new signs. And this is very rare when this happens. This is like, we need to find a way for our emotions and our awareness to come together. Yes, we really want grounding right now. Yes, we emotionally can think that we've got it all figured out. But really the energy is saying, nah. Yeah, sure, we've come up with the future. We know the connections. We've really seen a lot of new things and tried a lot of new things. But now it's time to put it in God's hands. It's not that we've figured it out logically. It's that we've come up with the greatness of this intellectual futuristic epiphany, and how we are ready to see and watch the wonder of God and the wonder of the universe and the surrender that we give to the universe deliver this to us. So it's about emotionally, even though you want everything to just feel so secure and that you've got it down and that it's all good, the all good energy is actually in the surrendering of the universe and going with the flow and letting your emotional desires pick your new path. And trusting that the universe, this is a receiving lesson just as much as a trust lesson this weekend. And actually, I mean, this is for the next couple of years, the receiving trust energy. But this weekend is actually setting us up for how our whole summer is going to be. Our whole summer. Most of it. All right, yeah, most of it. So it's about, what are you truly going to align with? We can pick a couple paths right now, especially with Scorpio, it's two. Dark or white. Black or white. Positive or negative. I know we all want to pick positive, right? That's why we're here on the Inspirational Astrology channel. So it's about aligning with our true desires of what we can do and transform. This is where we decide what we're going to kill and what we're going to birth in our life. We know emotionally what we're going to kill. We trust in spirit that spirit's going to allow us to die with all this energy we don't need. And then we're going to align with the light of what we want to birth in our life and let spirit take that over. But it's not about being stubborn emotionally of what you feel is the most, we can be very stubborn emotionally, like, well, I want it to be this way. I want it to be this way. It's about surrendering to spirit. It will be this way. Tell spirit that you want it to be that way. Stubbornly, it's okay emotionally. Be like, this is how I want it, spirit. But I would not emotionally think or attach that emotional, processing, especially as we come into Sunday night. Like, it's all figured out. It's all going to be this way and it's all going to work that way. Because what just happened today on Friday is the perfect example of all this Pisces Aquarius energy and what this Pisces energy is going to be like, where sure, we think we know that, the asteroid's not going to hit Earth. Oh, but we forgot to tell you, we didn't even think about this. There's a freaking meteor that's going to hit the Earth too. So this is where, as we wrap up this weekend and we know the direction, we're going to let go of the past, we're going to let go of the old, we're going to step into the new positive, we're stepping into Pisces now, we're going to have to learn how to swim more than ever. The whole funny thing is, we don't know what's going to happen. We have to just trust in spirit, and spirit is going to show us and deliver it to us. This is where so much past life stuff can come back to you in your life right now. Past life relationships, past life partnerships, past life situations, and learning to trust and surrender to spirit and go with that flow. And even though as we emotionally think we know it all, we don't. Just like NASA thought. And NASA is coming out saying it had nothing to do with the asteroid. Come on, this is like, out of all the days the meteor came here, on the day that the asteroid passed us, it's not a coincidence. This is spiritual energy and how it works. This is how astrology works. And asteroids we follow in astrology. One of them's Chiron, and Chiron and Jupiter are squaring. That's a whole nother story we can go into. And I think it's a good one to go into, but we don't know how to heal ourselves. We might think we know all the information, but the truth is we just need to heal. We just need to surrender. We just need to let the cut and accept it and trust in the universe that it's going to heal it. Not that we think we know how to heal. Not that we think we know that the asteroid's going to hit or not, because the truth is the whole world was just told that there was going to be nothing that would be hit. Yeah, we're fine. I just saw today a freaking meteor go and come onto Earth and blow up, and hundreds of people are hurt. This is the energy where we can't tell people we logically know anymore. Well, we know. This universe is not in the knowing. We have Mercury here, which is going to retrograde and show us here in this next month coming up here, because Mercury retrogrades this week coming up in. Trust me, we got to rethink. There's a whole world of not understanding we don't know, and it's crazy, and it's weird, and it's just like a big pool of universe, like. So the whole point here is come into this weekend, emotionally know and find that new footing and that new, structure and security in trusting in spirit and telling the universe. Yes, you can stubbornly ask what it is you emotionally want things to work out like in your life, of what you want to get rid of, what you want to connect with, what epiphanies you've come up with. But I would not attach to that and thinking that that it's going to come that way, because this is actually where we put it all into the universe. We roll all of our dice on this. I mean, now that the sun comes into Pisces Monday, and I'll do this on my Monday horoscope, but get your swimming goggles ready. Get your bathing suits on. It's time to swim more than ever. When the sun comes in, you've gotten all the epiphanies you need. You've gotten all the understanding. You've got all the right people in your life to be around you now. That's the number one thing. And Venus is finishing this up before she comes into Pisces here in the next couple weeks. Like, all the right people are coming around you. You are supported. Not only we're all in this together, you're supported by the universe, you're supported by God, by every little amazing thing. Just don't let your mind work for this. Don't let your mind shut all that off and say, no, I logically know it will be this way, I think this way, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't. Meteors can hit on the day when they tell you it's impossible for an asteroid to hit. The Pope, who has never in 700 years stepped down, can step down. This more than ever shows to me our wounding problems of how we can heal as a society and individually if we don't think we know how to heal, but we just surrender to the universe and heal. And so this is the most beautiful energy. Don't get wrapped up on your mind Sunday night and start spinning crazy, especially when Monday morning we jump into the pool and you didn't have your goggles ready, you weren't prepared for the weirdness, you weren't prepared for that wave. When you get in the ocean, there's a big set coming. Be prepared this weekend. You've got your footing now. You're ready to go. And this week, Saturn goes retrograde right away as we have the sun come in. So we're going to graduate understanding a lot of deep emotional stuff, but there's still a lot of work left with how we surrender to spirit and now start to walk on the new path that we truly want to connect with. Check out my website, david-palmer.com, if you want a one-on-one reading with me, or if you have any questions, email me, david@david-palmer.com, and I'll see you guys on Monday.